Hello everyone, welcome to episode 35 of my Better Than Wolves playthrough, where right now it's a flurry of chickens in my house. I've successfully walled myself in with some seeds and a hopper, because right now I want to get my little chicken farm on a hopper so that I can quickly and easily gather up the eggies without having to sit here in the morning from these chickens. So in between episodes I went ahead and made an extra hopper so that I wouldn't have to worry about that. An extra 2 hoppers. And then I also filtered the rest of my soul sand into the unfired stuff, so it's making torches right now. And that is in preparation of a journey that I want to go on. I want to make an adventure back to the spawn point, so that in case I die anytime in the near future, I can hopefully eventually get back to here. In order to do that, I need an easy way to get back here from the spawn point. So what I'm trying to do, failing miserably, is prepare supplies by getting a bunch of these chickens ready, feeding them, having a bunch of eggs, etc., etc. So I will be back once as many of these chickens as I can are locked in here, and that I have a decent supply for my journey back to spawn, and I will see you then. Alrighty everyone, so while I was waiting for dawn to break, I decided to make some arrows, since I now have a steady source of string via hemp fibers. And I had to look up the recipe that changed, because it's no longer just this wicker, because this wicker just makes baskets if you do 4 of. What it requires now is a wicker surrounded by oak molding. This is all in the change logs. I looked it up, but it was from several changes ago, and I wasn't at this stage quite yet. So that is how you make wicker pane nowadays, and that is how I'm going to make more flint from this here gravel. That way I can make more arrows, and I will use the good arrows instead of the rotted arrows for this journey, since I only have the 7 rotted arrows. But with that, I will see you in the morning once dawn breaks and we can hightail it out of here. See you then. Alrighty, and just actually a few moments later, the dawn has risen. I'm going to make my compass, and we are going to start our journey. I have shears, I have a bow, I have some weapons. I'm not taking my diamond pick because I think that's going to be a little bit less useful, being on the low durability it is. The shovel and axe I'm keeping just in case I need a quick hidey hole, but it looks like our destination is that away. I'm taking a large supply of cobblestone and such so that I can quickly and easily make pillars pointing towards this base, not towards spawn. So it is that way, which I did actually relatively expect, since I believe the other spawns that I found were over that direction, hardcore spawns. But with that, I'm going to do a cut here, and we're going to do a fast roll so that we can have some fun times with seeing my journey in quick speed. See you in the speed time. Alrighty, and that's going to button up the first day. We didn't make it as far as I'd hoped, and it looks like the spawn point is, of course, across whatever body of water this is, which means getting home, if I ever die, is going to be quite difficult. It might have been better to have made this an adventure in making another portal. Granted, I have not yet gotten up to the very top levels of the nether that I would like to make such a tunnel in, so we'll see if that's any good. But I also realized that I should have made a sail in case I encountered water, but it looks like I just didn't have that forethought. So I will come back in the morning and we'll see how far I can get by boat tomorrow. See you then. Alright, sorry for that brief interlude, everyone. So, looking at that cliff over there, I came to the remembrance and realization of why that cliff is there, and potentially why we had to go through a freaking ocean to get to this point. And this is related to the super old issue that I had where my world became corrupted, and I had to sort of remake this world from a new world and copy the current world data that I had in here. Problem with that is I think that I must have missed one of the spots that the world seed is used, and so instead of having the exact same seed and ideally getting the same generation, I have this lovely cut-off chunk, which really sucks. And that's why I'm doing backups now, because despite never having had that problem before, I've had it this time, and it looks kind of butt ugly. Maybe someday I'll go through and smooth out the shoreline here when I have a lot of time. Make that look like an actual cliff instead of just a cut-off cliff. That would be the ideal scenario, I suppose. For now, however, it's just gonna get left. I think I've also sort of determined that it's gonna be really difficult for me to ever get back to spawn, especially with all this ocean in between me and it. Spawn, that is. So the best bet for that is going to be nether portals. With that in mind, maybe I should have been focusing on this being an episode where I build a nether portal system rather than simply physically make the journey, because if I let's be real, if I ever have to physically make this journey, I'm not going to actually make it. I'll have to make it to at least an iron axe so that I can build a boat, which is going to take a very long time. And I guess it's more just a hope that I don't have to try to do that. I'm going to do all I can to not die. It is probably inevitable, though. In which case, I can only do the best that I can. This is going to be an adventure. I remember... When else have I had this? I don't think it was a world corruption issue. It was really long time ago. Back when I still had some vanilla worlds. Some saves that I think I still have. I decided I wanted to take some of those builds and paste them into new worlds that I had found. And so I did. But of course, then you have the problem of... well, I guess that one's a goner. You have the problem that the chunks, random seeds won't align, and then you're just stuck with any sort of weirdness going on there. So I'm going to go ahead and make this. I know I said that this would all be speed time, but I wanted to talk about the issue we're seeing here and why my world's all messed up. It certainly wasn't out of intent. So spawn is somewhere this way. Just gonna keep on trucking until I don't have enough daylight to stay out. Oh, I just passed it. So spawn is right around here. Well, I guess that was a shorter journey in general than I thought. So what I plan on doing is chopping a lot of these trees down, making a sort of, I guess you could call it a spawn point temple, because that'd be kind of sweet, I think. And from it, I don't know, maybe it'll be useful one day. For now, it's just going to serve as a cool little reminder in world. But for now, I'm going to dig myself a hole again and wait until morning so that it is safe. So I will see you then. Okay, and it looks like daylight has blessed us. We are surrounded by a spider or two. So we're going to go ahead and quick kill those. Oh, wow, we're 3. Jeepers. And it looks like those fires spread decently. Holy spiders. Apparently that's just what was spawning all night. So this fire's quite nice, since it cleared up a lot of the trees that I didn't quite want around anyway. I might even go so far as to make a little more fire. Clear up more of these trees, though really this one isn't that tall and I should probably just chop it down. Yeah. That seems smart. Ooh, don't explode in me. Okay, so falling doesn't make them explode. That's nice. So what I'm going to do is find the exact spot of spawn, which appears to be these two right here. So what I'm going to do is, I don't really want to, well, I'm going to save that spawn since it looks close enough. And we're going to start by making a little, I don't know, just a little circular thing here. Seems kind of neat. And I'm just going to put some torches up top. Nothing too crazy fancy. Because I'm not quite sure what else to do around spawn. Oh, right, but I did want to make a couple little useful things, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a little makeshift home in here. Gonna make a chest, put some food in it, and I'm not gonna bother with the compass because that's not gonna help anything. Oh, you know what I could do is make some tools. Yeah, that seems smart. So we'll make some tools, give him an axe, give myself a pick, and who knows if future me will ever care. I can always take a torch from up above. Some building blocks? Sure, why not? Some fuel, because I'm not going to need it on the way home. Some stone. And I guess some wood planks. Speaking of which, just gonna chop those up. Since as far as I'm aware, that doesn't use any durability. And yeah, I wonder if I should do something to make it a little better. Is my frame rate? Yeah, my frame rate's not doing so hot, and I don't know why. Something on my computer must have gotten tripped up. I'm gonna cut 1 second to see if I can do anything about it. Oh yeah, there we go. All I had to do was restart Minecraft, and now we are smooth sailing. Very good, very good. So, I think you can, well, no, that's some normal Minecraft being dumb generation. But the deep ocean into this not ocean here, it's all part of the darn generation issues. Apparently once we get to this other side, it's smooth again though, which is good. It means only those couple chunks over there, probably because this set of chunks here stood out. And indeed, gosh, that's some pretty cool scenery right there. Not that that matters. Set a little marker there. Yeah, I would have liked to have my first buildings much closer to spawn so that getting back to it was a lot easier. But if I'm able to make a portal here, then I just have to get here and then walk through the nether and get back home. I should probably try to do that sooner rather than later in my adventures. That way it's safe. The biggest problem with that is going to be I will first need renewable iron and, in my case, diamonds. Okay, so we're halfway through the day. I think I can make it in the boat, at least to that other island. That other island should be safe enough. So I'm going to give that a shot. And going to leave this burning because why not? And with that, we are going to start the journey home. There shouldn't be anything overly interesting. So I'm going to do a speed cut once again. So I will see you back at home. Enjoy the music. Alright everyone, and that's gonna bring us back home. Not the most fruitful of journeys, but at the very least I have a path, and I know where spawn point actually is. I know the problems that the world corruption caused, and if I ever need to try to get back here, I know to head in a... sets in the west, rises in the east, north, so northeast direction. And yes, we're gonna finally get rid of that tree. So apologies, this one is probably going to end up being a little shorter since I'm going to fast forward through a lot of the traveling bits when I'm not talking. With that note, I'm going to see you all next time, and in the next episode, I'm going to work on building up this windmill a bit more so that I can have some better mechanical power, and that mechanical power can be put towards, hopefully, a system to, well, a timing system and a clay. So we'll need a kiln. So next episode's goal is a kiln and into a cauldron. And then maybe stoked fire underneath that cauldron, though I will need more ground netherite for that, which isn't a problem. So that's going to be the goal for next episode, and I will see you when that time comes around. Thanks for watching.